So hello and welcome. My name is Mary Hunter, and I'm the chair of the Clatsop County Democrats. Thanks for coming today. We're excited to have this opportunity to get to know you a little better and learn about what your vision for Gerhardt is.
Thank you for having me.
So please tell me your name and the position that you're running for.
Patricia Roberts, and I'm running for position 4 on the Gerhardt City Council.
Great. And what has moved you to take on this role in the community?
The observation of the current body over the last 2 years and their attempt to get a bond passed for the public safety building and their ineptness.
What experience or background do you have that you feel prepares you for this position?
Well, I've served 8 years as a Clatsop County Commissioner. I've worked on committees as volunteers within the city and dealing with historic preservation. I've worked in similar things in the city of Portland and other cities. And they just don't get it. They just don't know how to move a thing forward, how to get the information, provide it, and share it with the community in a way that they build a consensus.
So obviously the public safety building is a fairly major issue and contentious. Let
me explain, if I may. This is the same group of people, core group of people, who put together a $13.5 million bond, and it was defeated 2-1 by the community. And they're taking the same approach again when they need to do, they called it a fire station then. Now they're calling it a public safety building, and they don't think we can see the similarities.
So how do you think the city council could better handle these contentious issues, transparency, feedback from the community, et cetera?
Well, I think, for one thing, they need to actually respect the public, that they're asking to finance this, and they have to be open to hearing what they have to say. And I just haven't seen much evidence of that. They don't give back to the community what they've heard, and what they produce is just precisely what they want, and they don't hear the people say, no, we don't want that. The serving mayor just had to recant himself from trying to use the Leslie Miller Park for a part of this rebuild, and he forgot that 2 years before he had signed the park's master plan stating that that park was exclusively for being a park, not being part of a fire station. That's an example. They're tone deaf.
Okay, and how would you change things, to increase that transparency, and how would you get that feedback from the community?
Well, for one thing, genuinely respecting what they have to say and wanting to hear, being open to what they have to say, being genuine about it. And it takes time, yes. I mean, they've had town halls, but they get smaller each time they hold them because people are caught on, they're not being heard.
And other than the public safety building, I understand there's water capacity issues in Gerhardt.
Extreme, yes.
And
I would say that was our number one issue, was actually finishing our water supply study and talking to the state and the water board and get it firmly in mind what we do have and what we can expand before we promise people water we can't provide.
And what do you see any other major issues in Gerhardt?
I think one is coming. I'm going to be going to the joint meeting of the Planning Commission and the City Council tomorrow night. They're working on the new FEMA floodplain maps. And it's a work session, so, you just go and listen. You can't talk or say anything. But at least I'll find out what's on the floodplain, on these maps, how that's going to impact the development in our city, particularly on the east side where we have a lot of high water that stands.
Hmm.
And I understand that I anticipate that FEMA has raised the minimum level for a lot above what it is now. I don't know. I haven't been, but that's general what I have heard. And it's just really a big thing for Warrenton. Because, they're behind dikes and they're already below the level of the Columbia River.
Mm.
But those are the three major issues I see facing the city right now. And I just think that we need people in there that have a broader experience than the current group. And in my voters pamphlet, I outline that I've, been at this a few years. I served as a county commissioner from 2004 to 2024. 2014, I think I said the wrong one. It's 2004 to 2012. I served, sorry, not 24. So I served 8 years, and that was a while ago. What have I been doing since? It's always historic preservation. I have been a member of the Clatsop County Historical Society. We maintain a lot of historic buildings, like the Flavel House, Heritage Museum, Upper Town Firefighters Museum, the Oregon Film Museum, which is the old jail. And we do all of that in addition to running museums that actually pay for themselves through admissions.
That's
because
great.
we give people the information that makes them want to come and learn. And the old jail is Goonies, so who can be serious about Goonies? The movie Goonies, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with it.
Okay. So and the county now is offering a 25-year lease on that building. We lease it for $1 a year, but we maintain it. And they now see that we can maintain it, and we can put the roof on it. We can take care of the spalding and all the concrete marks, and that we're doing a good job. And now, they've been testing this for a few years. Now they say, okay, you can have it for 25 years now. So I think that's positive, and I think that what I'm saying is I've been a part of organizations that draw on what is possible and what is interesting to other people to the extent that they join in and help support it. And I definitely say that's true of the Historical Society.
So the questions that I had were really just, you've answered
I'm
all
sorry,
of them.
I sidetracked you.
Yeah, no, I was mostly, the issues that I'm aware of in Gerhardt are the public safety building in the water. But that is interesting about the FEMA maps.
It could be really big. I don't know yet, but we have to, by December, the city has to say how they will respond. We're giving 3 choices. And I do know this, we have to say how we will deal with how we comply with these maps. But that's not a lot of time. And to understand the implication of each of these choices is going to be a big challenge. I mean, and that every community has the same thing, so it's worth really watching.
Okay, so that's about all I have. So is there anything you would like to add for people to know about you?
Well, anybody wants to learn anything about Gerhardt history, I'd be glad to take them down the Ridge Path and give them a tour.
Great. And how can they contact you?
They can go by City Hall, even though, they can go by City Hall and they'll tell them how to find me.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you very much, Mary.
All right, you're welcome. It was nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.